Hey, my name is Sarah. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Fast. Alongside me, just like every single week, is manager Jacob.
What's up, Sarah? I feel like we're well caffeinated today and actually talking extremely fast.
Yes, as we are on brand. The last time you saw us, we were post-marathon.
Yes.
Last week. And today, how are you feeling?
The legs are actually moving. I didn't hobble down your hallway. So.
I would say today was probably the first day that I didn't feel like totally sore.
You got out for a run, though, the other day, right?
Yeah, yesterday I tried to run. I went for 3K. It felt like post 30 kilometers, like post 30 during the marathon. That's how my legs felt like tree stumps. But
I feel like that's normal.
I still did it. We did it. We went out for a run. It was beautiful outside, so it was fine.
Sarah, what are you drinking or eating this week?
Well, we're switching it up.
I took it from you.
Wow. Okay. It only took 100 and something episodes. Aperol Spritz.
Oh.
I think it is a misconception that it is just a summertime cocktail.
Okay. I was actually having this debate 2 nights ago.
It's orange.
What does that mean?
Fall. When you think of orange, don't you think of fall?
I suppose
the color
think of
orange.
Pumpkins, yeah.
Enough said. Fall, orange.
You ever put a little cinnamon in it in the fall?
No. Ew. First of all, I hate cinnamon. And second, in an Aperol Spritz, it's already perfect. Why would I? No, I was watching the Jays game the other day and I was drinking Appy Spritzes while watching. And I was like, my friend was like, you ordered an Aperol Spritz? I go, why? Just because it's October?
It is a crisp, refreshing drink,
yes.
but also has enough going on that it feels like a little bit of character. It
doesn't taste summery. Summery to me is like sangria.
I'll give you that.
But Aperol Spritz in the fall time.
We love Aperol. We love Aperol.
What are you drinking?
Okay, I'm drinking a true fall drink though. It's cider season, Sarah. It's cider season.
Do you drink it? I guess it's only.
I drink it hot. I drink it cold.
Do you put cinnamon in it?
Yeah. Speaking of cinnamon, I'll put a little cinnamon stick in my cider. You ever get cheap cider from the grocery store and then you heat that up on the stove, put a little cinnamon stick, put a clove, maybe you even add a little bit of booze to it.
Make it like a mulled wine situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of
Cider season is never long enough.
Dang.
And catch me with my big scarf walking around Toronto drinking cider.
I like cider. I don't love it.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. Why am I not surprised? What are you watching or reading?
Okay, can we do yours first? Because my next one is going to be combined. What are you watching or reading?
Okay, so I started Suits.
Oh.
Finally.
Okay, what do you think?
I'm obsessed and I'm already at the end of season 2. I'm about to start season 3.
Whoa, true binge.
I only started it on last Thursday. Last Wednesday? Last week. I've been watching it for 1 week. True binge. I'm obsessed with it. I felt like I had watched the whole series on TikTok because it's one of those shows that they always post on TikTok.
They have
this
the Harvard debate inside.
This guy, this guy pretended to be a lawyer and now he's blah, 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 blah. And so I started watching on TikTok, and so I thought I knew everything about it. And everyone had seen it and everyone had watched it. I feel like everyone under the sun watched Suits, and I was just one of those shows where I was like, blah, 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 blah. But it was one of the most streamed shows last year for a reason. And so I finally decided to dive in. I wanted a show that had a lot of seasons that I could healthily binge, and I'm obsessed with it. Look, is it corny at sometimes? Absolutely. The Carvey's one-liners and all this stuff, but I love it. And it's just funny because I live with a lawyer, so I actually know that it is ridiculous that they do criminal, commercial, financial,
specialists in everything.
They're just he's a commercial litigator. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but Mike Ross is so smart.
Yeah, photographic memory.
Mike Ross came to a party I threw once.
Oh, really? Like the actor?
Not the character. Character walks in.
He came in character. Yeah. He's so...
Yeah,
when he lives in Toronto...
He was delivering a subpoena.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, what? You threw a party?
Yeah, I threw a party. It was a little rave in 2012, and Patrick J. Adams showed up.
I guess that makes sense. He's only 5 years older than you.
Yeah, I didn't know him, but I'm pretty sure he brought... Who's he married to? The pretty little Irish girl?
Belisario.
Yeah.
I love
think
her.
She was there too.
Wow.
That was my Toronto cachet. Because
they filmed Suits in Toronto and he was on Suits and he came to your party?
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah. I do love that, I don't know, I love it being in Toronto. It is a little distracting sometimes because I just go, well, I know that street. And then actually what's really crazy is because the show is set in 2012, 2013 right now where I am. It's seeing how much has changed. Buildings that look different.
Yeah, the skyline definitely looks different.
Yeah. And people that I don't know, just buildings that don't exist there anymore or look different than, subparts elsewhere. Anyways, I'm full in on Suits and I'll probably be talking it for the next few weeks because I'm obsessed with it.
Okay, I'm going to combine what I'm watching this week with what I'm listening to because I didn't know that she released an album. I only knew this because I went deep down a rabbit hole of watching Lily Allen TikTok. She's got a little beef with Zoe Kravitz.
Okay, can you give me Cole's notes?
I don't know if I'm qualified on the Zoe Kravitz stuff. I think Lily Allen claimed that she and Zoe Kravitz kissed, and Zoe Kravitz came out and said, "Well, she attacked me. I didn't kiss her." Which that's the Cole's notes, I think. That's what I've heard. But then also,
isn't there something about like a woman jumped off of David Harbour's roof?
Well, this is the thing.
And then they divorced.
Is the David Harbour drama that I went deep down, because David Harbour, Stranger Things actor, famous actor, also famous for their Architecture Digest episode, because he and Lily Allen, I think during the beginning of COVID, got married.
Yeah.
An amazing photo shoot, by the way. And then they did their New York City apartment on Architecture Digest. It was an amazing apartment. And then recently it came out that they like had broken up, and there wasn't that much information about it. But then Lily Allen, it'll be now 2 weeks ago, dropped an album this past Friday.
And doesn't she have a song that confirms that he was cheating on?
The entire album is about their demise, essentially, and she
like confirms
does
everything?
Not hold back. It's not even just like, oh, you have to decrypt this to find out. She's just saying you did this with this person, with that person.
Yeah, she said real names.
Yeah, and she's there's a song name that is just one of the girls' names. And then it was about how they had he wanted an open relationship, and then he kind of like went across their boundaries of what they had said. And it's very it's good pop music, but then B,
crazy.
It is piping hot tea. So
Your
that
favorite.
is what I was watching and listening to this week. What were you listening to?
The Life of a Showgirl, obviously.
Also piping hot with maybe tea, but more
Why
you do
with
have to decrypt it. Just stuff that you have to decrypt.
Okay, well, yeah. I realized, so we did I filmed my reaction with Haley, and we like put it on the Talking Fast YouTube channel and everything. If you haven't watched that, it was my first initial reaction to the whole album, the first time I've heard it. I did not comment on any of the discourse that people had about the album when the album first came out, and people were saying it's her worst album ever and it's horrible and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't comment on any of it, and people kept going, what's your opinion, whatever. First of all, I will never not love a Taylor Swift album. That's because I'm a legitimate diehard fan of Taylor Swift as a person, as an artist, whatever. I love everything she does, even the stuff that I don't know. I'm not like a folklore fan that joined late. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So anyways, that's at its baseline. I was always going to love it no matter what. And number two, you always have to let an album marinate. Because
I remember you did say that this was going to be like a Reputation style album.
Well, I was feeling that it could be because of who she was working with. But the thing about Taylor Swift is that all of her albums, like she just has such a distinct sound for each album. So you have to let it marinate, because it's never going to sound what you think it's going to sound like. Mm-hmm. The only one was like Folklore Evermore, because they were sister albums. And she told us that. She said, these are sister albums. So it's like they were all written at the same time. People said the same shit about the Torture Poets Department, which is one of my favorite albums that she's ever made. And people were like, there's too many songs. The lyrics are too heavy, blah, blah, blah. And then what are their critiques of this album? They go, oh, there's not enough songs. And also the lyrics are too basic. First of all, she's making pop music. The whole antithesis of pop is popular music, and you need to make lyrics and beats and sounds that
Who's she work with? Who produced it again?
Max Martin and Shellback.
Right. Yeah,
to the masses. Also, let's fucking trust Max Martin and Shellback and Taylor Swift, who have been doing this way longer than any of these critics on the internet.
Yeah.
So now, when I watch you all doing your little dance to the Fate of Ophelia, that when you all said you hated the album,
Stolen valor.
and then everybody doing their cute little like ruin the friendship things on TikTok when you're supposed to ruin the friendship and you're supposed to. Again, you all said that song was bad.
Sarah's got receipts of you hating on it.
Legitimately have receipts of everybody hating on it. And also, eldest daughter, people are like, oh, I expected so much more from this song. People are so dumb and don't realize the reason she speaks in internet language is because that's how the internet speaks about her. Oh my God. There's just so many things that bother me.
It's got to be so hard to be Taylor Swift when it comes to releasing or being critiqued.
Well,
because there is probably no other artist that is critiqued as much. Or
Jacob, I go to there's on a TikTok, there's like the thing that infuriates me the most is there'll be like a TikTok of like an artist, random artist I couldn't even Lily Allen. There's a random artist, her singing. The top comment with the most likes will be like, wow, such a better voice than Taylor Swift. Why does she live rent-free in your fucking minds? Actually fucking insane that every single thing gets compared back to her when that doesn't happen with any other artist to any same degree. It pisses me off so much.
Even if you don't like her music, fine.
Why do you think about her?
Why are you talking about her?
Do you know how many artists and pop artists specifically and like like, I'll say it, Charlie XCX, I didn't understand that album at all, was not for me. But do I go in every comment section and go, ugh, so bad, this Charlie XCX album was horrible, blah, blah, blah. No, I just shut up and don't talk about it. So I don't understand why with every compliment of somebody else, it has to then be, oh, let's also simultaneously tear down Taylor Swift. It's literally what she sings about. It's literally what she's telling you that she knows you all do it, but it doesn't matter because she lives rent free in her head. And that's why she's the most famous artist in the world.
It's a good thing for her because she is so successful.
And also this album is bop heavy, and I finished my marathon to Opalite because that song makes me so happy and gives me nothing but endorphins. So that is my little TED Talk on the life of a showgirl. I would like to do a full debrief if anyone's interested in it. And I think people are just haters and miserable and don't want a woman to be happy and in love with her hot
should we do
football
like a
boyfriend.
full, I feel like we should do an episode breakdown where we listen to the album and like we'll just talk about it.
Well, yes, because I mean, I could just sing you the album right now, every single word and every single lyric. What do you want? Anyways, I didn't mean to get all on my soapbox. Sorry, that was just like a lot. I just haven't had the platform to talk about it. You know,
Sarah Jenkins' voice way better than Taylor Swift.
No.
Sarah, what is something you did this week?
I went to the World Series.
You did, and okay, let's talk about this together because
I have another soapbox to get on.
Really?
How the fuck did I not get invited to the World Series by anybody?
Oh.
I'll say it. You're going to make me cut this out?
I'll be the good cop in this one. We can keep this in. I don't care. Probably going to be game 6, maybe game 7. And
anyways,
you've got tickets and you want Sarah to go.
Oh my God, yeah, this comes out literally tomorrow.
Hit my inbox and she will go.
And also, I have people in my TikToks commenting that I have to go to every game now because they won the game that I went to.
Okay, so you went to the game.
I went to the game.
Game
one. My friend Haley won the Ticketmaster War. She just like got in through Ticketmaster. We paid face value. It was incredible. It was so much fun. The energy was amazing. They scored the most runs ever in like a inning since like the 70s. It was crazy. So much stuff happened. Like I've literally never screamed like that I have in that Rogers Center.
What was it in 2015? It was like the 7th inning, right? The big comeback.
Yeah.
This felt
6th inning was crazy.
6th inning felt
everyone's
just as crazy.
I'm
it was
hugging,
better because we were
hugging strangers. It was like it, and also
I had way too many beers.
Oh, same. And also the Michelob Ultras they give you are 2 beers in one. Really? Like I couldn't like find anywhere where they were the small cans. They were only giving me the big cans.
I know. We ended up, this is what I love about the city. It was such a crazy experience. We went out over 2 hours before the game started trying to find just a local spot that had a TV that we can go and watch it. Down Queen Street East. Every single spot was full already at 6 p.m., 2 hours before the game.
It's amazing.
Edward actually found, scrolling on Instagram stories and then found that Burdock Brewery, the new one in Kensington Market, was streaming it, and they would give us a reservation for 8 people. So we all hopped in Ubers and immediately went over there. It was a great experience. I love their Ducks IPA, but drinking IPAs on relatively empty stomach because we kind of got over there without having dinner. And then also just like the hype of the game and playing so well.
And it was a Friday night.
Got a little out of hand.
I know, same. We went to the game and then we're like, we're going to the Wheat Chief, and the Wheat Chief line was too long, so we went to the Greedy Goose and we went and crushed beers at the Greedy Goose after, which is like a borderline money laundering front. It's great, but it's like I don't know what the situation is.
There were some random bars out there. You know what I did? It was like it must have been the 8th inning, and I was like, we have to get a seat to or a reservation at a bar. We were there with Haley's parents as well. And then a few other people that there's no way we're getting those 8 people together for the next game. And I was like, all 8 of us have to be here for the next game.
Oh my God.
I booked a reservation. I went to opentable.com and just like did a regular reservation for, I think it was tonight actually, the game 4. And I was like, who will take 8 people? And I was like, this one has space for 8 people. I booked it. The next morning I woke up and I had booked a reservation for a bar in Oakville.
Classic. I love it. Also say the World Series hype is great around the city right now. And I love it. The game was so much fun. And I will say getting to go to game 1 of the World Series was amazing because it felt the most low stakes. Because even if they had lost game 1, there's still so much hope left, but they didn't lose game 1.
We're in the World Series.
They didn't lose game 1. They won it. And the energy was fucking amazing. And also say is they won while I was there. So if we go to game 6 or 7 and anyone wants me in the stands because I'm a winning percent, I'm 1 for 1 in the World Series right now.
Blue Jays, we're looking at you.
Yeah, they did send me a very cool package. The Blue Jays did.
Okay.
That was cool. We love the Blue Jays. We love the Blue Jays.
Sarah, what is something you're loving this week?
Oh, I'm loving driving this week. I love the freedom that it gives me. I love that yesterday I wanted to go to Spirit Halloween and I did not want to go to the one at King and Spadina, so I could just get in my car and drive over to Mississauga.
I love that. Sometimes I'll just go up to like Scarborough to go to
grocery stores or any of that stuff.
Just like a Sport Check.
It's so much bigger. And then you don't have to carry your stuff back. It's amazing. For me, I like went to Party City and then I ripped over to cause I need to get a Halloween costume. So then I ripped over to like Spirit Halloween and this random strip mall. And I could just have the freedom to do that because I can rip around in my car and then I'm listening to my podcast and I'm living my best life. And I love my car. She still doesn't have a name, but I love her. What's your car's name?
Flo.
Oh, that's a good one. She doesn't have a name yet. We know it's a she, but it will develop, we hope. Anyways, what's something you're loving?
Okay. Something I'm loving, running with no goal. We talked about this last week, right? It was the post-marathon week.
Yeah.
And now I've got out for a few runs and I love just getting out there. I could run as fast as I want and then kind of slow down.
Yeah.
I could be like, I'm tired now. I'm going to go home. It feels very free to just get out there on the city streets, even though it's a little cold now. And not have to worry about hitting any mileage or anything. So that's what I'm loving this week.
Love that for you. We are doing a very traditional voicemail. I put a little Q&A, AMA, whatever, ask us anything in our broadcast channel. So if you're not part of that, go join it. It's the best. And then we also just pick up a bunch of questions that we've had over the past few weeks from our Instagram, Talking Fast Show. And Jacob, we're actually going to start off with a running related question just because it kind of goes into with what we talked about last week when we did full marathon recap. And somebody asked, how do you truly go from couch to runner with very little cardio ability?
Ooh, I mean, run walk probably is 100% run walk. My biggest thing when I was starting out is like, you get overwhelmed being 5 kilometers or longer, right? That's the goal. It's like, I can't run 100 meters. It's like, okay, if you can run 50 meters, start running 50 meters as kind of regular as you can at a conversational pace where you're not gassing yourself, and then walk for a little bit. And then be gentle with yourself when you're getting into it.
But I think the issue is when most people start running is they start like running, like think sprinting.
Yeah,
that is not running.
A lot of people think running, track and field.
Like you have to think of like, I hate using this term, but you have to think of like jogging. Almost because and that sometimes helps people think about it to slow down because you need to be running so slow that to start that you don't because that's how you're going to build like cardio to be able to go further, right? So and starting your run slow so that you don't like gas out after 800 meters and
if
you can't do anything else.
Watch like an Apple Watch or some kind of other fitness tracker and you have heart rate capabilities to just keep an eye on your heart rate. Not every coach will tell you to do this, but like if you look into heart rate training a little bit and making sure that you're not going past whatever your zone 2 is, which means you're not elevating your heart rate to a point where it becomes unsustainable. You're keeping it at that conversational pace where your heart is beating at what feels like kind of a 2 out of 5 on the effort scale for you. And then maintain that. And as you build your cardiovascular capabilities, that zone 2 will inevitably get faster and faster for you. So yeah, like Sarah said, don't overreach.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
And I would also say like make a goal. I think a race is a great goal or something. Cause like maybe your goal is just to run 5 kilometers, but sometimes having a race or something also helps propel you because if you do usually run walks, sometimes on like a race, you can actually end up running the 5K without, like, you don't realize you can. But yeah, I'd say start slow, with time on feet as opposed to distance. Say I'm going to go for a 20-minute run, but then also there's so many programs. When I was first starting to run again, I used the Nike Run Club program and that was perfect because they have someone talking in your ear. They have
Bennett in your
They
ear.
have your first run, they have your next run, they have time based, they have distance based. So I've never tried couch to 5K, but I would truly say like the Nike Run Club app has been my favorite for any 100%. Of that.
And you know what? Maybe even get into if you haven't been playing sports, but you're into sports, like get into a sport like soccer, tennis, pickleball, whatever that is going to have a little bit of cross training capabilities. Yeah, you have a little bit of running, getting your heart rate up, and that you'll be fine.
It'll be perfect. The nice thing is like if you say you have very little cardio ability, cardio is one of the things that you can build up pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean a good base would just be probably going for walks. Get out there for walks until you feel comfortable on your feet.
Yeah. Okay, this other question that I really liked is if you had to move somewhere right now, where would you move to?
Ooh, move somewhere forever? Probably. Wait, forever?
Yep.
New York. Yeah. New York. There was a time in my life when I wanted to live in Vancouver. That was going to be a very possible thing.
You don't give Vancouver.
Yeah, but I do like nature, and I do like the city vibe. I love Stanley Park in Vancouver.
Yeah. I say that as someone that's never been to Vancouver. You don't get Vancouver. I've never been, so I actually don't know.
What about you?
I mean, mine's probably New York or London.
London
town. Yeah, New York or London probably.
Okay.
If there was no political reasons for me not to live in New York, then probably. Or London, because I love the ability that you could travel to
Would
so
you
many
ever
other
do like
places.
an extended stay, like
a few
not
months?
moving there forever, but do like I'm gonna live here for 3 months and just like do like
I would
a
love
work
to
trip,
do. I would love
or
to
I'm
do
gonna
that.
develop a movie. I'm gonna write this movie here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think there's definitely in London that's been a thought, especially because like you can get the under 35 visa, and I still can get that for 6 more years. So I think that's a possibility. Just for like an extended stay, that'd be kind of cool because then I could travel around while I'm there.
Totally.
But I don't know. Probably London. What about and in Canada, Halifax?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in Hali because then my cottage is like 90 minutes away. And Halifax Airport, I can like fly anywhere in 2 hours.
Where would you not live? Montreal.
I like Montreal. I just don't love Montreal.
If you were in Toronto, if you had to move to a new neighborhood in Toronto here at home, you've lived in this apartment for a long time.
Almost 5 years. Yeah.
Where would you move?
I look in the East End all the time now. This is the thing. I like the West End. I don't feel cool enough to live in the West End.
Okay.
And
the East End's very approachable.
I feel a lot of imposter syndrome when I'm in the West End. I feel like really hot people on Ossington scare the shit out of me, and I feel like that's not my energy. I go there sometimes, but I feel like it's not. I feel like I don't. It is
a bit sceney there these days,
and so the West End scares me a little bit in that sense. And it's more expensive to live in the West End when I can get the same thing in the East End. I also think I'm always like more susceptible to the East End because my cousin lived in the Beaches when I was growing up, and she had the most beautiful house there, and she just sold it in the beautiful house. So when I would go to the city, I'd go to the East End, like I'd go to the Beaches. And so then for me, that's what I associate living in Toronto with is there. And now I spend so much time out there with comedy bar I go to and all that stuff. So I just feel like it's pulling me. I feel like the East End's pulling me over.
Speaking of comedy and bars, I got a shout out. I got a shout out. This never happens. I got a shout out about the podcast. I was at the Second City the other night.
Okay.
And someone said, "Hey, I love your podcast. I recognize your face." And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you."
Did they work at Second City or were they
No, they were
there?
I think they were there just seeing the show.
Were you there seeing a show?
Yeah.
Oh. What show did you see?
Dual Citizens.
Had you not seen it before?
I'd seen it before, but we were taking Haley's parents to go and see it. And they actually, it was nice because there was a swing in for one of the cast members.
They did improv. They did a bunch of improv?
They did some improv, but they also, I don't know if they did this just because she was the swing or they just updated it because I saw it 2 months ago, but there was a bunch of new sketches as well.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, they do. They change a lot of it when it's a swing. And then also when I went for my birthday a few months ago, they did half improv because they had 2 people call in sick. So you can't do certain sketches without
That's
them,
a lot.
which is really fun.
Even seeing some of the other sketches for the same time. And then there are the ones where like there are a few sketches that rely on audience members coming in and participating, and then that's improv then, and it's like it's always going to be something different. So it was fun.
I love that. Well,
and shout out to that person.
I'm trying to work on a show with Second City right now, so an improv show coming to you
soon,
produced by me in early 2026. Hopefully, I gotta start working on that.
It'll happen. That's coming up.
That's another thing I have to start working on. So maybe we'll give a Talking Fountains discount.
Yes,
that would be good. Okay. This has been a hot take on the internet, and Izzy's making us talk about it. And I feel complicated because I know the people that were involved that made the videos. The Blue Jays hat merch drama.
Oh, okay. This is about.
Do you think the Blue Jays merch is ugly?
Like the World Series specific stuff?
No, just Blue Jays merch. Because this is the take.
Just
this
in general.
This is the take. And this has been a thing for a long time. The fashion girlies, and it's like very like Aritzia sells these hats.
They love their New York hat. They love their LA hat.
They love the New York and LA hats. And to be fair, if they don't know sports and they're just wearing those hats, who cares?
Sure.
But then what's happening right now is they're getting yelled at for wearing them. One, because we already played the Yankees and the Yankees suck.
I don't know.
And then also the Dodgers.
I understand. I do think that the Blue Jays merch is a little bit lackluster, and we don't have. You'll have like. Oh, like here's a retro one that's going to come out or a collab with another brand, and they don't look that good.
Okay, but to be honest, I have 4 Blue Jays hats that are all.
Do you wear them on
sick.
a regular basis?
Yes, I only wear. This is my thing.
I have a Blue Jays hat that only comes out for going to the games?
No, so I have a blue
like
on blue.
playoffs or
I have a
something
blue
like that?
on blue hat, so it's the blue logo on a blue logo. I have a black on black Blue Jays hat. I have a like denim-y dark blue with a white logo. I have a bunch of cool ones. Anytime I see a cool one, I buy it because then it's like I know that I'll like keep it for the future. I have like 4 or 5 cool Blue Jays hats. You can find them. I was at Aritzia yesterday, and Aritzia has Blue Jays hats that are like cream colored.
You know
like
what I think they need to do
like
though is I want to
fancy.
see them. I want to see them, and I'm sure they do have a few, but I want to see them really do like a retro line. I want to see the old logo or the old logos on a new style of cap.
I will say, it's the Blue Jays logo is never going to be the Dodgers or Yankees logo because those are 2 iconic logos that more so represent the city than even the team. Like
Well,
the
that's
Yankees,
the thing. We don't really have that. We need
the
like,
Yankees logo has transcended sports. Like people, when I'm in Europe, everyone's wearing Yankees hats, and
but
they're
that's
not
the other
Yankee
thing.
fans.
Like I don't know. I like. Do you have a Yankees? Do you have a Yankees hat?
Nolan would literally, he said, and I quote, "If you came home wearing a Yankees hat, you would be packing your bags."
What about an LA hat?
I do have a Dodgers hat, but it's because Nolan's uncle went to the World Series in 2017 and he bought his hats.
See, because I think you can get away if you have some kind of connection like that to
Yes.
it. I think you can get away with that. But like,
I don't own.
it's the same thing with like marathon merch. Like if someone gifted me a Boston Marathon hat and I hadn't run the Boston Marathon, I would never wear
Yeah,
that.
see, I don't wear the LA hat that I have ever.
Yeah. And I understand it because they do look, those hats do look amazing.
They look cool, and
they
again,
they have like a cultural cachet outside of just supporting the team.
Their logo is the logo of the city. Like it says LA, it says NY. Like most people don't even
Dude, can
realize.
we get that? Could we do TO? Could we do TO?
Like I think they've tried it, but I just don't know if it hits the same.
And you can't do 6. 6 is lame.
God, no.
Someone released a hat. Who was it?
Anyways,
Oh, it was-
all I'll say is maybe this is a good opportunity for the Blue Jays to like go approach an Aritzia, which is a Canadian company as an example, and go, let's create a line of like
people do that,
fashion forward Blue Jays hats if these girls want to wear ones that are still supporting the Blue Jays and everything, but aren't LA or New York hats. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Or we should just start our own company.
Can we get an MLB licensing deal?
Yeah. We can get that. We know people.
Easy.
We can know that. Or Peace Collective. I don't know who it is. I just think that like
I do like the drama. The drama though was essentially that these
but
girls are
people
walking
being
around.
too mean
They
to
are because
them.
they're walking
They
around and
don't
they're
know
wearing
any
something and
different.
they didn't think about it. They're probably not even a baseball fan. They're walking around the city getting like yelled at,
literally
like,
heckled.
You wear that LA Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's like nah, leave them alone.
Like it's not everyone watches sports, and to be honest, I respect the people that aren't like just hop in as total bandwagon too. So
Well,
it's like
100%. I also like, who was it? I follow him on Instagram. Ethan Glenn, you know him.
Yeah.
He like has the Every Other Thursday brand. He is from Toronto, and he has been sporting his hats even when they were playing the Yankees in New York City, and I appreciate that. Like,
Yeah.
if you're from somewhere and you're in a rival city, like
yeah, you have to.
you gotta support.
So it's fine. I just think that like we just have to look a little harder. There are some nice Blue Jays hats out there. I
Yeah.
promise you, I own some of them. So
The jerseys, they look good. I think they look good.
The
Maybe just
jerseys?
everyone walks around with a jersey. Jay's jersey.
also like the vintage stuff. I got like a T-shirt that's like a fake vintage from Peace Collective. That's like looks like it looks good. I will say it is crazy how in this city, and this is one of the questions, is like, is everyone truly wearing like Blue Jays merch? The switch, I don't know if you felt this from like the other series to the World Series. The second it became the World Series, everyone's wearing
There was
Blue
a
Jays
guy.
hats.
I literally stood up from my desk because I can see my parking lot from my desk, and there was a guy walking with like Blue Jays hat. It was like Blue Jays pants, and then like a Canada like maple leaf flag
Jacket?
blazer, and I'm
Oh.
like, that is wild.
I love that. I love that. I just think it's crazy that like the second it hit World Series level, everyone's like, oh, everyone's wearing their Blue
One
Jays
more question
merch
about the
everywhere.
hat. You know the World Series hats, like Jay's World Series that says.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Why would you buy one of those? Because
Also-
it's like, what if they lose and then you have a World Series hat? Like, oh yeah, we came second.
I have a World Series hat, but it's just a Blue Jays hat with the World Series crescent on the side.
From this year?
Yeah, I bought it.
What if they lose though?
It doesn't matter, Jacob. It doesn't say champions. It just says the World Series, as in that was the like year that
Okay.
they were in it. Because the World Series is fucking hard to get to, and let's be real right now. Depending on how this goes, we could literally not see them in the World Series again in our lifetime. It took both of our entire lifetimes.
Oh,
It could be the reality.
I guess so.
So all I'm saying is like, it's cool that you can represent that happened regardless if they win or lose while you were living in this
Let's
city.
still manifest. Start thinking about your parade outfits. make sure that you have a Blue Jays hat.
And I am available to be on any floats as you need. Okay, this has been a really fun episode. And guess what, guys? As you're listening to this, I'm gonna go turn it around and edit it right now. So
we will see you in mere hours.
We will see you in a few hours. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this episode of Talking Fast. You can find us everywhere, and by everyone I mean TikTok and Instagram. Follow us at Talking Fast Show, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and maybe give us some new 5-star reviews because we have the same reviews from like 3 years ago. So I would love.
And if you're thinking about breaking up with your partner, send us that email as well because we want to.
Yeah, we need to do a full like breakup episode maybe again, or like a little debrief of like some like roommate drama. I don't know. Like we can give some good advice.
Give us the tea.
Give us the tea. We love it. Piping hot. We'll see you next week. Bye.